Good morning, happy Sunday. It is Support a Streamer Sunday. We are doing the Moonfire Faire event in Final Fantasy XIV. We are still running the drops for the Rainbow Unicorn mount, so if you feel like getting the mount from me, thank you so much if you do. It's 3 subs, but we're just gonna play the Moonfire Faire event. You do you. Um, but we're gonna yap for like a minute because I had a really hard time choosing what to do this weekend because I was so utterly inspired to do Final Fantasy XIV, to play the new game that I got. So I have a schedule set up now, but I was like, what do I do? There's so many games I want to play. But this is the schedule. So today we're doing Final Fantasy XIV. Tomorrow, after messages, we'll do Warframe. We have new story that we need to start. I am caught up in the main story off camera just so I could start the new war on stream for you guys. Apparently it's like a really big like quest line, so I wanted to get started on stream with that. And then for Tuesday we'll be trying a new game as usual. Well, as we are supposed to. But good morning. Happy Sunday. I hope you're all having a great weekend. I'm having a fantastic weekend. I'm not sick anymore. I don't have any pain. I don't have any thing bothering me emotionally, mentally, physically. Knock on wood. Uh, um, I am still catching up on the free readings. I'm still kind of impressed and amazed at the amount of people who booked free readings on Twitter. I used what I got gifted here on Twitch to thank my Twitter community, because my Twitter community is like 99% of the reason that I'm able to do anything on Twitch. Not even 99%. I think it's like a 50-50. I think it's 50% Twitter, 50% the wonderful and incredible Pisces Moon Pie. So I'm gonna shout out my Twitter mutuals at some point here on stream when I get their permission to, and just give them a nice shout out. But always a shout out to Pisces Moon Pie for their support and the reason that I have support from their community, because their community is incredible, and thank you so much to them for allowing me to feel encouraged to do this. Raichu and Corn looking derp. Yeah, I set up Raichu, and then Luna came over and was like, why not put Corn Servant in there? And I'm like, honestly, yeah. I'm actually wearing the Mewtwo shirt from Uniqlo. If you guys have a Uniqlo in your area, please go look at their Pokemon collection. It's amazing. But yes, good morning, Elsie. How are you? How is your weekend going? Um, I don't know what else to say. I kind of don't have a lot to say. I've been looking into the transits for the rest of this month. We have a lunar eclipse on the 28th. And after looking at the lunar eclipse transit, I'm just going to kind of open it real quick. It's kind of saying to me that this is going to be like a good time for us to, let me just open it before I start yipping. August 28th, lunar eclipse. Their clothes are super, super cozy. Their sizes are pretty on point. I'm currently wearing a large. And I don't have a lot of like shrink issues. Um, yeah, they do have nice comfortable pants. And they do offer like a resize, I think, if you have any issues. So we have an eclipse on August 28th. It's a lunar eclipse. We had a solar eclipse on the 12th. The solar eclipse, I think, was supposed to be revealing some things, but I think the lunar eclipse is going to be kind of closing the door on whatever we haven't really resolved from this Pisces Virgo uh north node south node situation, because we're currently starting the transit of the North Node in Aquarius. I've been really excited about this transit, particularly because it's my natal placement. It won't be hitting my natal placements for a while, but also because something about community and something about social situations and the way that we show up in our community and the way our community shows up for us, kind of that like intermingling is something that kind of shows up a lot in spirituality. It shows up a lot in ourselves. The way that we see others showing up for us and the way that we show up for others is actually something within us. The way that people avoid you is the way they avoid themselves, you know? So I think this transit's going to be a great time for people to start seeing that in effect. They're going to start seeing that in effect, I feel like. During that transit, we'll also have Jupiter in Leo. It kind of looks like a good time for us to also be willing to express ourselves more and to be more willing to be ourselves. So I think that's going to be a good time for that. But that's not what we're talking about today. Tomorrow is a good time for us to talk about astrology and all of that. Elsie, how are the mozzarella sticks? I'm hot fried. That sounds amazing. I remember you sending me pictures. I think you posted pictures in the Discord. If you haven't shown pictures in Discord, please do. If you're not in the Discord, if you're just a person viewing, that's okay. But our Discord is how you know when we're streaming. I say we a lot because it's me, myself, and my demons. This is who you're seeing on stream, me, myself, and my demons. We'll be playing Final Fantasy XIV today. I'm going to be playing on my alt, my Lalafell. So for those of you who don't know, who see me doing MSQ on stream, Final Fantasy XIV Online is a critically acclaimed MMORPG. I've already caught up on the story. I know everything that happens. However, me playing it on screen, I want to play it in a way that I'm playing it again for the first time, in the sense that I am looking at it with a fresh perspective. When you first play the game, you're kind of just like in there. You're just like, all right, let me do my silly little quests and read my silly little dialogue. And then you go back and you're just like, there was some foreshadowing. But you don't really know it until you've caught up in the story, how much foreshadowing actually happens in A Realm Reborn. So for those of you who are crapping on A Realm Reborn, stop. Just shut up. Okay, cool. Oh, hi Pisces, how you doing? Good timing for you to get here. Uh, so we'll be loading up Final Fantasy XIV very shortly. I did want to say for Try a Game Tuesday, we'll be trying something a little bit different in a couple ways. There's a new game that came out, I think, last year is when it came out, but it's new to me. Yeah, it came out August 2025. So it's been out a year, but I didn't have the courage to purchase and play it until now. So we'll be playing it on Tuesday. It is called Wagatobi. So Wagatobi is a educational RPG teaching Japanese from the ground up. So it's how I'm going to be allowing myself to immerse in the Japanese language as I've always wanted, but also it's an RPG. It'll be teaching me Japanese through storytelling, which I think, what an idea. They need to keep doing games like this. Oh, and apparently a lot of the stuff they use in this game is based on real places in Japan. Uh, we'll see how that goes. Oh, I'm seeing some of the gameplay and I'm already like, this is gonna be so awkward for me on Tuesday. But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, but a little awkward because it's gonna make me it looks like it's gonna be making me draw the kanji, so I'm pretty excited about that. So without further ado, I think I'm gonna start loading up the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV Online, now with an extended free trial up to Shadowbringers. There was like a whole spiel for it, and I just don't remember it. Let's get that, Oh, also, if you play Final Fantasy XIV online, I will make some suggestions. Always have a two-factor authenticator. I feel that there's no reason to like fearmonger, but there is a lot of there's a lot of unfortunate behavior that goes on in the game where people will, especially on Discord too, people will send links, people will do all kinds of heinous things, and I just think that anywhere you have sensitive information, sensitive game password stuff, you just want to be careful. So definitely set up a two-factor authentication if you don't have one. I have a spot on my glasses, so I'm going to be taking care of that real quick. What a streamer I am. Not even ready. Up to level 80. Hold on. Up to level 80. No restriction on playtime. Start your adventure and yours it. Thank you. Pisces always got my back. Also, how are you? I gotta make sure my Lalafell is in Lamia because last time I played on my Lalafell, she was in um yeah, she's not in Lamia. She's originally from yeah, caffeine. I will salute you. Please have caffeine. Please Alani it up or coffee or anything. But yeah, my Lalafell, I think she's on Dynamis. This is the last time I played on her. She was in Dynamis, I think. No, I don't want to play on that ult. I'm not gonna say which ult it was. Oh my god, I just saw her glam. I forgot she was in that glam. Holy carnasses, exactly. Tossing delicious caffeine. Hell yeah. What is your preferred caffeine intake? Listen, I love coffee so much, but I can't drink it often. I have to like have breaks in between. Because for some reason it messes up my gut and my stomach and my brain is filled with useless nonsense. Same. Ever since I started drinking Alani's, I've noticed that my caffeine intake is better. Like I don't get sick as often, but I am getting more done. I don't want to accept the returner's bounty. I'm so sorry. That's how long it's been since I last played on my Lalafell. Oh, Jesus. So she's in Holly Carnassus. She is not in she's not in Lamia, so we're gonna go throw her over there real quick and then we'll switch over. The reason being is that I might want to do PvP. Might want to do PvP. Perchance. And you can't do PvP. You can do PvP in Dynamis, but it's like not a great time. Elsie has heard the word of carnage. Wait till you see the glam I have on this child. Carnage. I got gifted a sub on a channel I don't watch just because I opened it for 5 minutes to show Luna how to gift subs on mobile because she was asking me. I have too many alts, but I love them all dearly, so it's really hard for me to choose between them. All right, so I'm not seeing that it's getting the audio for this game. Over the weekend, I think it was over the weekend. Um, yeah, over the weekend, I was playing around on my OBS trying to make sure that I had like stuff set up so I could record readings because, I do readings, I do tarot readings, and one of the issues I had whilst messing around was my microphone decided to disconnect itself from OBS. It was still plugged in to my computer, and for some reason, it wouldn't show that it was, you know what I mean? Like it didn't show that I had. Yeah, words. It didn't show that I had my microphone connected to my computer, so I was like confused to all hell what was going on. But typical issues. So I'm gonna switch over as soon as I get my HUD fixed because I don't want my chat in the way or anything like that. Drop my fucking controller. There we go. Not me forgetting where everything is. Do you guys do that sometimes? You just forget where things are and you're like, well, this is my life now. I just have to live like this. Okay, we're gonna stick you over there. No, up here. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Very good. Okay, that's cleaner for me. Alright, so the fun thing is how each alt has their own story, likes, dislikes, minions, and more. It's so fun to see. You know what? You're so right, because they always have something different to them. My, uh, even though this little girl is technically the wind-up version of my Viera, she still has her own personality. She still has her own things going. Let's see here. Okay. So I'd like to do the Moonfire Faire event. I'd like to do some PvP. I'm pretty sure that we'll still have some free time to maybe do some MSQ, to do something else. I don't know. I'm a level 48 bard. Should be easy. It should be really easy. The Moonfire Faire event is where? It's in Limsa, right? Is the audio working? I just realized it probably is, but for myself, I have Final Fantasy audio really low and have to turn it up for stream. I'm so sorry, streamer scuff. That's probably a lot better, right? Maybe, possibly. It's possibly a little bit better. Maybe. You guys will let me know, right? I like the ambiance of like people laughing and talking and stuff like that. I thought I could fit through here. No? I'm small. I can fit through there. The hell? For shame. Alright. All looks good. All looks good. Why, yes, I'd like to spend some money. I'd like to travel. I'd like to skedaddle to Limsa. Liminsa. What happens when you don't play this game very much. You lose sight of where you are and where you're going and who you are and why you're going there. Also, I have small legs. I don't know if that was clear. I have really small legs. I can see the quest giver. Earning your water wings, come rain or shine, ceaseless, unrelenting shine. Mayaru? I can say words. Mayaru will ensure adventurers are aware of the Moonfire Faire. This quest is available for a limited time only. Ahoy there, adventurer! Wouldn't you rather be frolicking in the ocean waves and pickling in your own perspiration? Ew. You're in luck, my friend, for the Moonfire Faire is in full swing. As well as providing respite from the heat, the fair has become an opportunity for the Adventurers Guild to demonstrate the skill and capabilities of its members, including your fine self, to the people of Eorzea, whether potential petitioner or prospective recruit. Our star attraction is the Queen Lemon, a ship fully remodeled into the ultimate seaside resort. Relaxation, refreshments, and giant cannons. It truly has everything. Suffice to say, I certainly wouldn't be standing around in this heat if not for my duties. Get yourself down to Costa del Sol and speak with Grand Chaperone Hermaga to join the summer fun. I bet you $5. Hermaga's a Rogadin. A Rugadin, as they say. Can I just teleport? I'll just teleport. I don't think it's gonna be that big a deal. Whee! You guys like my outfit? It's the outfit. Alright. Oh, my bad. I can't swim! She doesn't have flight yet. And that's why it's important to stay on top of your MSQ. So you can unlock flight. Okay. Look at the rose! Oh. Sploosh. Oh my gosh. Ah, I can tell an adventurer when I see one. Welcome aboard, friend. I dare say, Mayaru Moyoru sent you along, didn't he? The Moonfire Faire is a roaring success. Just take a look around. Talk of the Queen Lemon's splendor has spread far and wide, and folk have journeyed from across the realm to see it. A fine thing, to be sure. Still expecting those who've never seen so much as smelled the sea breeze to plunge headfirst into the spray. Well, it doesn't always go to plan. We can't have anything impacting the guild's reputation, be it injuries, drownings, or boredom. So we've thought up a way to ease our less confident guests into the season a little more gentle-like, and we could use the help of an adventurer such as yourself to convince them that the terrors of the deep won't be terrorizing these shores anytime soon. Look for a gold-haired Mikote down on the sands below, and you'll find Pobiano, another chaperone. She'll be more than happy to give you the details. Okay. Hi. Whee! Her little... Oh! That's so sad. Ouchies. Look how much her headpiece wiggles. Oh, hello. Are you looking for someone? Hermaga sent you along, did he? Perfect timing. Many of our fairgoers aren't terribly confident around water, you see. Swimming classes are already an offer, but even getting into the ocean is a step too far for particularly nervous guests. First things first, we need to show them that they can enjoy being beside the seaside. Allow me to introduce... Whoa. Our inflatable Mogcraft, proud vessel of the Watery Wings Pleasure Cruise. My Lalafell looks unimpressed. Adorable and practical, if I say so myself. Spacious enough for guests of any size to lounge comfortably above the water, listening to the lapping of the waves with the sun on their face. Who could fail to fall in love with the ocean? Though being dragged out to sea wouldn't be terribly relaxing either. We've employed magics to set the rafts on a predetermined course around the shallows, one we ensured was free of ferocious wavekin. Still, the creatures of the sea are nothing if not unpredictable. For additional security and peace of mind, I'd like a member of the Adventurers Guild to act as an escort. I'm an escort. Which brings me to my request. How would you like to be a resident tour guide turned bodyguard? I've saved the universe, and you want me to... Not in this file, but I'm just saying, like, people who've, like, done Savage content, like, yeah, sure, I'll escort some people around the beach. Wonderful. I can rest easy knowing our cruise is in good hands, but they'll be safe as hell. Our first guests are already waiting on the opposite shore. Just let the chaperone know I sent you, and we can get the Watery Wings pleasure cruise underway. I'll wait for your arrival at the end of the route. I'm keen to hear how our guests enjoy the maiden voyage. You forgot to get the slime hat. Hi, Florine. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't have, but then I realized, look how dorky she looks. I normally wouldn't, but the dorkiness. And now I swam because I have no swam. It's okay. This is how it goes when you don't have flight unlocked. So sad. Wiggly woogly. Plus, I think the Dragon Quest event will probably come back anyway, in case you change your mind. Pleasure Cruise Chaperone. Might you be the adventurer escorting our guests? Thank you for agreeing to help. The two young ladies here have come all the way from Gridania to attend the fair. However, as soon as our Mikote guest spied the ocean, she became quite agitated. I can't see her boarding the raft in this state. Really, the cat didn't like the sight of water? Who's surprised? Not me. Perhaps it will set her mind at ease to know such a stalwart adventurer is to accompany her. Would you be kind enough to speak with her? No. I can't do it. Just look how deep it is. I'll sink like a stone, and I'm sure I heard someone talking about dangerous wavekin. No, I can't. Come now, Lo, it'll be all right. We won't stray far from the shore, remember? And look, here's our adventure escort. Yeah. Hello. Oh my god. Hello. Hi, Luna. Thank you so much. Hell yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, Luna. Enjoy your mount. Have a gay time with it. I do apologize. She was so looking forward to this, but the sight of the ocean seems to have awoken some kind of instinctual fear. I just don't know how to reassure her. I can fell anything in this ocean with a single strike. If anything happens, I'll be here to fix you up. Oh, let's do that one. Truly? Then you're able to heal any hurt? It sounds like you can adjust to anything. Yeah, I'm pro healer. Don't worry about it. Alright, I'll trust Wind Up and ride the Moogle. Please do. Trust the tiny. Hell yeah. I'm heartened to see her fears have been assuaged. Once your own preparations are complete, please give Miss Even the word. The Mogcrafts are ready and waiting. The Mografts, not Mogcrafts. I can say words. Of course. They said these follow a predetermined course, so I don't suppose it'll matter if a novice like me takes lead. Wind Up, I trust you have our backs. You got it. Promise to stay behind me, okay? You have to promise. That's so cute. She's a skitty kitty. Oh my gosh. That's very cute. Look at the scenery. Doesn't the beauty calm your nerves, Lo? Buildings atop the ocean. How do they stop the posts from rotting, I wonder? I wonder that too. The breeze must feel so nice up there. How different everything is to Gridania. Ivan, a crab! I never seen one like that in the 12's Woods rivers. Where? Oh, I missed it. I'll have to keep my eyes peeled. Do you think there are a couple? Beds on the beach? Now that sounds more my speed. Yeah. I could doze off right to the sound of waves. I love this mount. Swimming classes. Oh, how I would love to learn to swim, as long as we don't go too deep. Let's do it. Now that we've overcome this, we can do anything together, Lo. Aww. That's so cute. Are we supposed to be heading right for that massive ship? Yes. It's part of the quest. That's the Queen something or other? Oh, even, it's amazing. I'm so glad we came. Something or other. That's what I would be calling it, because I'm not sure I'm saying Lemain's name right. Lemain? Lemon. Lemon? Lemensa? Welcome, welcome. How did you enjoy your first ocean voyage? It was wonderful. The feel of the rapt sway with the leaping weaves was exhilarating. Weaves? Really? Let's try that again. It was wonderful. The feel of the rapt sway with the leaping waves was exhilarating, and the Queen Lemin is so imposing up close, it took my breath away. I saw the most unusual creatures, and everyone looks to be having such fun playing in the sea. You think she's afraid of her? She's gotten over her fears. Honestly, you'd never know she'd been out about to run for the hills before you turned up. Thank you for giving her the courage to enjoy herself like this. God, this game's so cute. Well, I'm tempted to go for another ride. Following the same road again might get a little stale. Perhaps it would be fun to have something else to do during the cruise. What do you think, Lo? Why, we can do anything you like, even. I'm perfectly at home on the high seas now. But maybe nothing too adventurous. That's an interesting suggestion. If the Watery Wings Pleasure Cruise offered different activities, it might help guests coming back to ride again and again. Did the ride over here give you any inspiration, Wind-Up? No. A guide giving information about the local area, some cold treats to snack on, small handheld water cans to drench your companion, a perilous course lined with bombs. Let's do that one. What? Bombs? The poor Moogles will pop, and we'll all be swallowed up by the sea. Wind-Up. Bombs at the Moonfire Faire? Surely not. Don't worry, that's just the adventure sense of humor. Any other ideas? Let's do the water cannons. Ooh, hype chest! Let's see what we got. Is that a fish? A fish? Perhaps it would work on the beach, but I don't think I'd be able to relax and enjoy the scenery if someone was firing upon me for the entire cruise. Oh, thank you for the biddy. Come on, Even. It would be such fun. Don't tell me you're afraid of getting wet. Since we have everything set up, we could always tailor the experience for different guests. Perhaps we could offer the water cannons as an advanced option, assuming all participants are willing. Any other ideas? Let's do the cold treats. There are sweets made of ice? That sounds perfect in this heat. But I wouldn't want to drop them overboard with how the raft sways. Man, you are negative. Indeed, foodstuffs may not be a good fit for the Watery Wings Pleasure Cruise, though a refreshing juice might be just the thing to stay cool and hydrated, as long as it were not prone to spilling. I know. Mobile's kind of weird. Any other ideas? And a guide giving information about the local area. That sounds lovely. I did wonder about the architecture and fashion of Costa del Sol on the way here. Everything is so unlike Gridania. I would hope so. I'd love to learn more about the ocean flora and fauna, too. Yes, a leisurely chat may make the experience even more relaxing, and it seems likely to appeal to visitors unfamiliar with Costa del Sol. Any other ideas? It couldn't possibly be more fun. Well, that's given me plenty to think about. Thanks to you three, I'm confident we'll make an even more pleasant pleasure cruise. Come on, Even. Let's go and look around the Queen Lemin. Have you seen that giant water slide? Don't you want to get something to eat first? I don't know what they're serving here, but it smells amazing. Yeah, I would be hungry too. That sounds like that sounds like my cue to show our guests around the queen. Would you mind letting Hermega know how things went? Is it Hermaga, Ermaga? Like how... Someone make a guidebook on the pronunciation of Rogated names, please. Thank you, and I hope you'll enjoy the rest of the fair. If there isn't a guide, someone make one. If there's already a guide, someone share that one, okay? Okay. Hello, Luna. Thank you for the subs. I hope you enjoy your gay rainbow. No. Be gay about it. Whee! They could have given us this mount drops thing back in June, but you know what? Okay. Cannons, slides, cocktails. Oh, everything looks so frightening. Although, everyone seems to be having fun, even hurtling through the air or plunging into the ocean. They must really trust the adventurers to keep them safe. If you don't try, you'll never know. I'll give anything a go, as long as Even comes too. Oh. They're strong gal pals. Thanks again for escorting us earlier. I didn't want to admit it in front of Lo, but I was pretty nervous myself. Once I heard that the Adventurers Guild would send someone to protect us. Oh, that's from the hype train. Since you did 5 subs, there's a new emote unlock. It's a little fishy. Once I heard that the Adventurers Guild would send someone to protect us, I worked up the courage to sign us up, and I'm so glad I did. I'll tell everyone in Gridania what a fantastic time we had, and we'll definitely be back for the next Moonfire Faire. I'm always glad to introduce people to the ocean, but more than anything, I just love seeing the fair full of smiling faces. Thanks again for your help. If you're itching to take another cruise yourself, I imagine plenty more guests will be looking for an escort. So yeah, it's an emote that comes with completing the hype train. We got a little fishy. Little fishy. Oh, yeah. Sounds like those Gridania lasses had a grand old time. Otter's like, hey, what's up? As did you, by the wistful look on your face. No need to ask, friend. Here, I've secured an inflatable Mograph for you as thanks. The magical limiters have been removed, so you can take a piece of Coastal Soul Summer with you wherever you go. Yay! If I know adventures, which I do, then you're no doubt thinking of all the unlikely and wildly inappropriate places you can ride this beauty. I won't ask. Just remember, safety first, you hear? Oh, but before you go floating away to the ends of the universe, it seems like word spreads fast. Fairgoers are clamoring to ride the Watery Wings pleasure cruise. If you have the time and inclination to escort some more guests, the help would be more than welcome. Either way, I hope you enjoy the rest of the fair. Perhaps I'll even take the old Malgraph for a spin myself and admire the queen from a more intimate angle. Ha ha ha. Okay. Man, my inventory, don't look at it. I was crafting. Summertime Drifter. Alright, so there is more to do, but I think it's time that we queue for some carnage. What do you think? What does Elsie think? I'm gonna ask Elsie's opinion first. Oh yeah, I loved Samurai. Let me level that real quick. I'm pretty sure you won't mind. Maybe. Okay. I don't have a portrait. Alright, are we ready? I should do a ready check, actually. I don't want to be rude and just assume. Okay. Just checking. You never know sometimes. Oh wait, let me... There it is. I was like, where's my OJ? I know, her Lala's so cute. I still haven't got the coffer from the PvP, so I'll definitely need to be working on that. Yeah, Lalafels are so cute. Especially when they eat pizza. Oh, there it is. So when's the last time I did PvP, you ask? A while ago. It's been a minute. I mean, what if I did, though? Yeah, it's been a while since I PvP'd, so let's see how much I remember. Oof. That person in front of me is named Freya. Good morning, Yui. How are you? Hell yeah. Thank you for the posture check and the hydrate reminder. Please also... Good evening to you. Just do a quick sip. How are you, Viper? How's it going? Did not expect to get this map at all. And we running. You're good? Just grinding Skuro? Nice. Are we still fighting? Okay. Alright. If you insist. Oh, okay. I see. Oh, now we're leaving. Okay. I was like, huh? I love this mount so much. It's so cute. It's a little upsetting how cute it is, you know? Just a little bit. It's upsetting because, like, why couldn't they give us us sooner? Hey, what's up? You ever see something so cute that it stresses you out just a tiny bit? Because that's how I feel when I look at really cute things. It's me resisting the cute aggression, me being like, I don't want to perform the cute aggression. Alright, so Rosie in the morning. Pretty much. PvP! Oh. I am being targeted by a scholar. Oh, there's a bunch of them. No! Okay. PvPvE. That's what playing Warframe feels like. Sometimes. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, a 5-stream streak. Thank you so much, Viper. Thank you. Nodes. I like that there's someone in the Alliance chat that just says nodes. Like, yes, there are nodes. Thank you for pointing that out. Thank you for letting— oh. The snow spirits have created snowmen. Dude got pinched. Is what I'm doing smart? Probably not. Am I doing it anyway? I sure am. Do not silence me. I cannot be silenced. You know what? It was worth it because, yeah, it was worth it. I won't say why. It was worth it to me. Personal sacrifice. I think we should be fighting blue right now. I'm just gonna say that pretty point blank because they are in the lead. If we fight them, we probably won't make it. I know that's like really negative, but unfortunately that's the truth of the matter. What do you mean blue get off red? You want us to feed blue some more? Is that what you're saying? Great suggestion. Impeccable suggestion, actually. Not the ad break warning. Are we gonna get into... Oof. Well then. I meant to do that. It's okay. The point of PvP is not really about winning, it's about having fun, and hopefully you win. I think it's more important to get your points on the thing. Terrible push? You're a terrible push. I died 4 times. I did 13 assists. It's been a while. So you are going on my blacklist. And you are also going on my blacklist. I love when people being critical as fucking Alliance chat have no kills. Yeah. It's also just people who want to be carried and will sit there and criticize and not actually do anything but criticize. Like, if you have time to be a keyboard warrior, you also have time to do better in the game. Maybe. Maybe that's the case here. So we do have an ad break in about 2 minutes. I think in that time, I am going to probably get into MSQ for a little bit. The next quest I have in line is called By the Lights of Ishgard. I have no idea what that quest is, because I know it's still AR, but I don't know like what it is. So we are probably going to do that once we're done with the ad break. It's level 40. Level 40. We'll do that as a paladin, I guess. Okay, so, oh wow, my hot bar is a hot mess. My goodness. Okay, so we do have that ad break coming. I'm gonna wait until then, and we'll probably head over. Oh yeah, the music here is absolutely precious. Someone's shaking their drink. I'm gonna go over to where it's at. I remember there's a lot of driving that way. Ah yes, good old Heaven's Word Ishgard music. Yeah, let's just jump off. Wait, do I have... Yeah. I love being here when it's dark because I can't see shit. I don't want to join the Fate. I'm sorry. I really wish it would not do that. Please don't do that. Alright, we have the ad break starting about 20 seconds. I'm gonna head over to the quest point, but I won't start it until after the ad break. So, please feel free to stretch, hydrate, take meds, eat something, uh, do whatever you gotta do. We got 3 minutes until the ads are over, so just take care of yourself. And we'll be back and do a quest. An MSQ quest. Get some MSQ done, you know what I mean? Alright. I don't think I even went the right way, but you know what? Oh, look, it's Alpha No! It's Alpha No! Okay. Alpha No, Alpha yes. Let's take that ad break. Okay. Thank you for the welcome back. We are back. We're gonna do some MSQ. I'm not sure how much MSQ we'll get through today, since I just don't know. Plan on being super slow about it. Alright, so we are going, I think, this way. Perhaps. I think. Yeah, I'm remembering! I'm remembering! I'm recalling information. Rare opportunity for me to do that. Okay. Let's see that over there. Okay. I don't remember how to play this class. Let's go. I don't remember shit. Okay, that's the AoE. I remember. I'm remembering little by little. This is what happens you don't play on an alt for a couple, like a month. It's been like a month since I last played on this alt. Is it a body? It is. Oh my god, I was right. Oops. That's awkward. Yikes. Yikes on bikes. Or is it yikes on trikes? I don't really remember what the... Yeah, let's do this. Let's do the mount. Let's do the new mount we just... It's not a Heaven's Word area until you bring out the Moogle raft. The Mog raft, if you will. Oh, the sun came out! Congratulations! Whee! I love how slow this speed is. You found something, didn't you? Well, don't keep me waiting in suspense. Let's see it. Here's a body. Given the contents of this encyclical, I believe you have just made the acquaintance of the real Inquisitor of Gilead. Newly come to Corinthus and murdered on the day of his arrival. Yes, it would have been a simple thing to assume his identity, for even if he were to behave oddly, who would dare question the wisdom of a papal appointment? Still, while his incontrovertible proof, good lord, that the Inquisitor is an impostor, we have yet to discern his true identity or why he has decided to oppose us. I know it has to be one of the best mounts right now, besides the balloons. Still, almost read it again. We must proceed quickly, wind up, before he learns that his deception has been discovered. Okay. Blood for blood. Alpino is determined to discover Inquisitor Gilliam's true identity. Since Lord Drillmont has already turned against us, already been turned against us, I fear that this encyclical alone will not serve to convince him of our claims. But what might persuade a man so quick to disregard the endorsements of the two high houses? The cook did say that the Lord listens to and respects the opinions of his knights. If a certain knight were to provide testimony that supports our claim, yes, mayhap that is the only way left to us. Confront Sir Jola with the evidence you discovered and see if it helps him to recall the truth of that night. As a man of faith, he might find it difficult to cope with such a horrifying revelation. Nevertheless, we must do everything within our power to secure the Enterprise. You got it, fam. Oh, you have returned. Is there something else you wanted to ask? Yeah, what the fuck is this? The Inquisitor is an imposter. Don't be preposterous. That could not be possibly true. He is a paragon of virtue, a dedicated servant of the Fury. You would have me believe that this is all a lie? If you are so certain that your ludicrous story is true, then go and speak with Sir Pernilla. She was at the Eastern Gate that night, and she helped the Inquisitor carry me here. But I will never speak against the man who saved my life. Okay. But also, let's play Triple Triad, I guess. I like that there's like, here's this very serious quest line. Also play Triple Triad with this guy. I don't know why that's so funny to me, it just is. Pernilla, you! I do not believe I know you, madam. Pray move along and trouble me no more. How about you read this? Are you in the habit of handing bloody documents to strangers? Why would you show me such a dreadful thing? I know not of it, not at all. I have to cast doubt. My love is... You know, don't you? Fury take me, I prayed this day would come. When Sir Jolat gave chase, I followed close behind. He didn't fall. One of those Dravanian abominations lashed out at him, nearly killed him right then and there. I drew my sword and rushed to his side, straining to see the enemy. But what came from the dark was not a beast, but a voice. He knew things about me, about my family, secrets I had never told another. He said that if I kept his confidence, Sir Jolat and I would be spared. But if I defied him, everyone I loved would suffer unimaginable horrors before they died. When at last I agreed to his terms, the man came forward. His robes marked him as an inquisitor, but I knew him to be false. Together we carried Sir Jolat to the infirmary, and on his first night in Whitebrim Front, Inquisitor Guillaume was heralded as a hero. Soon after came the accusations. Countless men and women of good moral standing seized whilst in possession of Dragonian rosaries. As I feared, he was condemning the innocent to death. I wanted to confess to Lord Dromon, wanted to put an end to the madness, but then I would remember the Inquisitor's threats, and so I did nothing until Lord Francel was accused. Some time ago, I followed the Inquisitor and found that he kept Draconian rosaries in a chest hidden southeast of Whitebrim Front. So I took several from this chest and planted them in shipments bound for Skyfire Locks. As I hoped, they were discovered and considered evidence of a conspiracy against House Helenart, thus exonerating Lord Francel and casting doubt on the other recent trials. And that is the entire truth, I swear. Helone, forgive me for not acting sooner. So, in times of Eld, you would be beheaded by now. Because they don't take that shit very lightly. Okay? Where the hell does it have me going? Is it outside? Man. Oh, hi. Is it another body? Suspicious box. That's what they called me in high school. That's not what they called me in high school. I was homeschooled. Am I going the right way? I think I am. Up the stairs with my bike. I think I'm still quite tickled by the fact that they added this bike to the shop. They added a bunch of Final Fantasy VII stuff to the shop, and then they were like, people were like, the next expansion won't be Final Fantasy VII coded. Uh-huh. Sure, Jane. Thank you for the hydrate reminder. We will be hydrating. Please also hydrate. Why do you persist in this folly? I will not grant you the 3 access to the stone vigil. Do not make me repeat myself. Sure, Jane. There had better be a very good explanation of why you were carrying these rosaries. And where did you find this palpable encyclical? Fury take me. The Inquisitor is a heretic? Never before have I heard such an unbelievable tale. But this evidence and your testimony could have no other explanation. I like how whatever I said triggered my Siri into being like, mm-hmm. Like, girl, I'm not talking to you. I have misjudged you and your friends, Wind-Up, and for that I deeply apologize. I will permit you to enter the outpost, but first I must needs beg your assistance. Help me and my knights bring this infernal impostor to justice. Ah, yes. The heretic among us. Among us. Lord Jolmont requires your assistance in bringing the heretic masquerading as Inquisitor Gilliam to justice. That thrice-damned heretic has murdered countless innocents and made a mockery of our laws. Hells take him and his Gervanian allies. I am told he makes for Snowcloak even now, intending to pass judgment upon yet another poor soul whom he has branded heretic. If we hurry, there may still be some time to prevent further tragedy. Lend me your strength, Wind-Up. Together let us put an end to this impostor's heresy once and for all. Okay. You got it, broski. This feels inappropriate lore-wise. Just like, oh yeah, who's that? The Warrior of Light? Yeah, they just like to ride their bike up and down the stairs. No biggie. No, not a big deal. No problems there. Oh, is this that one thing? I'm so triggered right now. Okay. It's okay. We're gonna lock in and do this real quick. It's gonna be okay. I'll only fail it a couple times. On the way to Viridian City. I love duties. I never fail them. I'm always really good at them. So I'm gonna be disbanding the party. Oh. Not what I wanted. I'll just leave. Let's proceed. Get that pain started immediately. You needn't tremble so, my child. The righteous shall enjoy everlasting peace in Halone's halls. Only the wicked... But why? Why must I die? By all that is holy, I swear to you that I have never questioned the teachings of Halone. Inquisitor, release the maid and come with us. My Lord Drillmont, what is the meaning of this interruption? You are aware that I am at present conducting interrogation, are you not? In the middle of the cold... Silence, villain. I name thee heretic, murder of Inquisitor Gilliam and countless innocents. I know this is serious, but my Lalafell just... tiny. You are a traitor to Ishgard, to your own kith and kin. Your sins are beyond measure, beyond redemption. He just shrugs like an asshole. And then laughs. Ah, grave allegations indeed. But you will find your logic is flawed. How can I betray that which I owe no allegiance? No, Lord Dromon. My conscience is quite clear, I assure you. If laying with dragons is wrong, I don't want to be right. She looks like she has Sephiroth's weapon. I wish I had Sephiroth's weapon. Never mind. We're not gonna make those kind of jokes here. But you know what I'm saying. I wonder, can you say the same? You whose hands are black with the blood of those whose only sin was to question your nation's crazed crusade. Michael! Yes, thank you. I wonder, can you say the same? You whose hands are black with the blood of those whose only sin was to question your nation's crazed crusade? You speak to me of Ishgardian innocence? Ha! All are complicit in these crimes, for all live their lives by the Archbishop's lies. But I know you will not hear me, deafened by dogma as you are. If you desire retribution, Lord Dromon, then come. Let us see how Ishgardian steel fares against Dravanian Fang and Claw. That would be cool if they made a... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure. Ugh. I don't want to do this. This is how I tank. I just run around and, like, do stupid shit. Anyways. Face north or whatever. Solo duty. Oh, okay, I forgot he turns into a dragon. Cause, you know, why the hell not? Why not turn into a dragon? Why not just, you know... He said duty. Okay, that wasn't that bad. When I first did this, I did this as, like, a black mage, I think, and I did not care for it. My glamour's dispelled. I wish I could glam into a dragon. Your plans lie in ruin, heretic. Choose your words wisely, for they will be your last. So dramatic. Cough and wheeze. I'm not even gonna... Haha. You may not recall the many Ishgardians I've sentenced, but the families of the dead will never forget. Blood has been repaid with blood, for that I am content. You weird. My only regret is that you yet live. But your end is nigh, foreigner. The dragons within the stone vigil will rend you asunder, and when you are dead, White Brim Front shall fall. Okay, bye. Oh, he just... gone. I'm just standing there. Defiant to the last, leave the body for the crows. His ilk deserves naught better. Yikes. That's true. I don't think the crows want him. Wind up, I must apologize for involving you in this sordid business. You should have never been asked to intervene in Ishgardian affairs of state. Nah, it's cool. Rest assured, I have not forgotten the matter which first brought you into our midst. It is past time that you were reunited with your airship. Aww. But this is not the place to discuss such matters. Pray visit me at White Brim Front and bring your associates. Okay. Does that mean I have to do the dungeon? 'Cause I don't want to do that dungeon. It's stupid. Listen, A Realm Reborn is good storytelling. People will tell you it's not good storytelling. However, the dungeons need reworks. A little bit. There's a little bit of reworking that I would like them to do. They have reworked some of the dungeons, and I think Stone Vigil was one of them. I just don't care for it, even with the reworks. I have my opinions. If it's the one I'm thinking of. But it's okay. We won't complain too much. We're gonna be strong, and we're gonna... If I can get through those annoying-ass puzzles on Warframe, then I can get through Stone Vigil. It's fine. Where have you been, Wind-Up? The false inquisitor has been slain, has he? Yes, well, he was a tale always liked to... His was a tale always liked to end in bloodshed. I can't read. Though you have overcome the latest in a long line of unfortunate impediments, I would ask you not to revel in your victory just yet. Of course not. Oh my god. We can celebrate once we have secured the Enterprise. Yay! In pursuit of the past. Alphino is eager to enter the Stone Vigil. I don't want to. As I am sure you will agree, it is past time we entered the Stone Vigil. Pay Lord Drillmon a visit and remind him of his obligation to us. Sid and I will follow anon. You got it, buddy. Alright, back on my car. Speaking of which, I need to bring back the Final Fantasy XV event so I can get my car on Wind Up, because I think Wind Up deserves a car. Don't you? I think this little girl deserves a driver's license. You know what I mean? Hi, Gemma! We owe you all a great debt of gratitude. Had it not been for you, the heretic masquerading as Inquisitor Gilliam would still be among us. Among us? It's rumored that it's coming back. I'm saving up my... Nice. Had it not been for you, the heretic masquerading as Inquisitor Gilliam would still be among us, free to prey upon the innocent. I see now that I was a fool to dismiss your claims out of hand, but you must understand it seemed too much to hope that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn still lived, to say nothing of Master Garlon. Never have I been happier to be proven wrong. Well, it is gratifying to know that someone has derived a measure of enjoyment from your error. Now, if you have no further objections, we would appreciate if you would permit us to enter the Stone Vigil and retrieve our airship. Yes, of course. It is the very least I can do, given all that you have done for us. But entering the outpost is the least of your concerns, I fear. You speak of the Gervanians that now hold the ruin. In part, yes. I should explain. Shortly after you first arrived, I had my men scour the old records. They confirmed that an abandoned airship had been seized by the soldiers garrisoned at Stone Vigil in the days following the calamity. As far as we have been able to ascertain, it was still in their custody when the outpost was overrun by the dragons. Whether it was damaged or destroyed during the battle, I cannot say, nor can I give you any assurances that it has not been removed in the intervening years. For far too long, the ruin has served as Dravanian foothold in Corthus, from which they have struck out at us with depressing regularity. Though we have pushed them back behind the walls, we have as yet been unable to drive them out, and I cannot say when the situation will change. Or how it will change. Forgive me, Lord Jolmon, but there is no guarantee that you will prevail. In any event, we have not the time to wait. We will secure our property without Ishgardian aid. I see. Well, that may be for the best. I will inform Sir Nathalin of your impending visit. May Halom guide you, scions. Alphino is a little bit pushy in the early A Realm Reborn. I get it. Like, he's kind of from a cushy lifestyle, and he sees that he can help people, so he doesn't know how to properly help people, or offer help, or even help himself, for that matter. And that's understandable, you know? He's a bit ignorant, but he means well, you know? My precocious, overly confident Nepo baby son. Oh. Hail, 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 wind up, Lord Jolmon has appraised me of the I'm gonna start that over. Hail, wind up, Lord Jolmon has apprised me of the situation. You may enter the Stone Vigil whensoever you will. I still messed it up. I still messed it up. Isn't that great? I still mess it up. I like how the wind is making the headpiece go crazy. Love that. Alright. Let's see how bad the queue is as a bard. 7 minutes? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. And we will wait here until it pops. I like how she immediately switches. I would offer that people come join, but I'm also unaware of how many people are available, so I would love some assistance if that would be okay with everyone, but also I'm unsure of the availability. So we can always yap until it pops. The topic, however, is gonna be interesting because I'm probably just gonna. You're available? Do you want to join? You're welcome to. I can always drop out. It might make the queue go a little faster. let me switch out then. Who is on that can join? I like how to zoom into my character and my otter decided it was time to photobomb again. Look at him. Look, he's so cute. I also have the rock guy from the rock guy. His name is Wind Up Brickman. Elsie, are you gonna be a Reaper? I would never have guessed. A cute otter video? I love that. Someone mentioned that otters are basically sea cats, and I haven't stopped thinking about it since, because they basically are sea cats. And I love that. Hello, fishermen. They are better than cats, huh? Mustelid family? Do tell. Mustelid or Mustelid? I feel like it's a tomato situation. You're right, because stoats are really cute. I would love to have a stoat as a pet. Because they're so freaking cute. I still like cats, but I would love a stoat. Stoats are adorable. $22 in queue? Well, tell them to move. Otters are the only marine mammal that doesn't have or use blubber. Their fur has over a million hair per square inch to keep them fuzzy. I love otter facts, thank you. I would presume that you know a lot of marine facts, but I'm not sure what's kind of giving me that presumption. I'm pretty sure it has to do with the fisherman title. Which is why they were hunted. Oh my god. I love otters. Elsie's here! They have a meet and greet at the Georgia Aquarium. I got to meet and touch an. Oh my god! Really? That's so nice. I've seen those aquariums that have the little holes so they can touch people, and they like to reach their little hands in and shake hands with people. It's so cute. I want to go back to the aquarium now. I saw at the I think it was the San Diego Zoo, they're doing a thing where you can I don't know if they're still doing it, but like you could hold a lion cub, and I'm like, I want to do that so bad. I want to do that so bad. But knowing me, I'd be like, when they're not looking, put it in your purse. Just there is a Pisces here. Hell yeah. Thank you, Pisces. A group of otters is called a raft. They hold hands around themselves in seaweed when they sleep, so like I said. I've seen them hold hands. It's so cute. Oh my god. I love them so much. Wahoo! Gunbreaker. Never heard of it. I've never heard of that. Otters are my favorite animals. Oh my god, I love that. A gunbreaker. A gun break. Might as well get XP boost for helping the Sprouties. That's true. That's true. Thank you for helping a Sprouty. A Sprouty in need. I like how it's the healer queue being an absolute menace. It's always the healer queue. Oh yeah, see, I spoke too soon. I was like, man, it's gonna take forever. Psych. Pretends to go to the bathroom. Pretends to be right back to the bathroom. Oh my goodness. I hope we have a good healer. You gotta throw him off the scent. That's when you turn the... Exactly. Yeah. Gotta throw him off the scent. You gotta be like, I gotta go. It's a bunny! Hi, bunny! Oh, the hotbar? Yeah, no, uh-huh. It's like that for me with, I'll be like, oh, I don't play this other class that much, and then I switch my hotbar and I go, this is why I don't play it that much. And I can always, like, take some time to fix it, but then by that point I'm like, feels so last minute though. Owie. I should probably not be standing in that bad spot, huh? That might be a good idea to not be in the bad. That's such a concept. I get confused on all my ults because I always RP them differently, so their bars are set up differently. Sometimes no, I 100% get it, because, like, it's a little bit of an RP situation, but it's also, like, for me, like, I just low-key forget you can just, like, import your hotbars, your settings. Did I just get stuck on something I couldn't see? Because that's very funny. So I have an alt that's Silas from Love and Deep Space, and I only intended to learn one class on him, but the thing is, like, that's a DPS class, and DPS queues are terrible, so I'm like, oh, maybe I should import my settings from my other classes just to be sure I have them all set up, but it's like... Yeah, this is slightly... Like, I didn't even really see it, because the lighting in these dungeons is not it. Like, these really old dungeons have terrible, terrible lighting. I couldn't really see it. Wahoo! Chudo Yudo. Let's poison him first. I'm just hitting buttons. I don't know what they do. I should be reading, but I'm not. I should be paying attention, but I'm not. Chudo Yudo reminds me of the song Chumbawamba. I don't know why. They don't even sound the same. It's just like, it's thematic or something. Oh my god. Our healer. Do I have... I have 0 Phoenix Downs. I have no Phoenix Downs. I have 3. Never mind. I have 3. Okay, Pisces has 1. Okay. I didn't see them. Okay. If it happens again, I got him. It's right there. Yeah, I kind of wish they gave them out more regularly. Thank you, Pisces. I kind of wish they gave them out more regularly. Oh, that's a monk weapon. Who's out here using monk weapons? Not me. Yeah, they kind of need to be giving Phoenix Downs out. Like, if it's not in, like, regular, like, story content, at least in, like, side content. Like, oh, if you do these side quests, you'll get Phoenix Downs. And they might for a couple of them, but maybe they need to do it more regularly. For, like, events and stuff. Alright. Okay. Man, I've had enough of your ass. Stop casting fire stuff on me. I'm trying to live here, man. Hey, so, I didn't see that thing coming up on me. I guess I was too close to it and I aggroed it. My bad. My bad. Toxic DPS, just aggroing everything for the tank ahead of time. Oh boy. It's win time. Hawkeye, like the Marvel character? You were tempted by the tank buster? Oh my gosh. I'll see. That's very chaotic of you, but I understand. Sometimes I want a little bit of spice, you know? Sometimes you want more spice in your life, you know? It's a Spice Girls song, spice up your life. Exactly. You get it. Do you guys remember, like, how big the Spice Girls was? That was, like, before the internet, so it was such a big deal because it was organic almost, you know? Not the tornadoes. Wahoo! Level up! Sure, why not? Let's take all of that shit. Wahoo! Wahoo! You know, I kind of feel like this is one of those dungeons that you could try to wall in, but I don't think it would be effective. You know? Considering some of the enemies will, like the ice sprites, they don't really move much. Yay! Yeah, a little bit, but I think for sure they're definitely new. And that's okay. I'm still gonna throw him a comm if I'm able to. Well, I might not be able to because I'll probably be in a cutscene by the end of this. Is this it? Is this the end? Precious healer bun bun, get calm and head pet. Healing is a pain in the ass. I don't know how people main healer. Look, it's the Enterprise! Are we gonna boldly go? Yeah, just... Yes, just beyond that enormous sleeping dragon. Good, thank you. I appreciate a tank who knows when to tank properly, because sometimes tanking properly is also slowing down so everyone else can catch up. The dragon is not our concern. We have come for the airship and only the airship. Sid, you and I will sneak aboard the Enterprise and prepare it for launch. Wind up. You stay here and keep an eye on the beast. If it wakes, we may need you to provide a distraction until we are ready to depart. I'll throw myself at it like a hot potato. You can manage that, can't you? That settles it then, shall we, Sid? I've always mained healer. I used to have friends who I played with, and it was always easier to play healer than range DPS. Because I can't don't. I mean, yeah, melee versus range DPS. I feel more comfortable with range DPS because if something starts charging at you, you have time to get away. Whereas with if you're you know close range and melee and all that, like you don't get a lot of time to dodge. I mean, I guess if you know how to main a class that is close range is melee, then sure. Healer's gonna aggro the boss when the cutscene. Oh my god. That settles it then, shall we, Sid? Melee's always rough if you don't know the tank. They move the ads boss and they face it. Yeah, for sure. That's another reason why, because you always run the risk of a tank not knowing what the hell they're doing. Luckily, I pretty much always have a tank that knows what they're doing, or at least I have access to someone who can help me, so I'm very grateful for that. But when I started playing this game, I didn't really have that kind of help, so it was a weird and hard adjustment. I'm gonna snooze that ad real quick. So you mean to slay Garuda next? Interesting. Most interesting. Pocket tank. Hell yeah. My little... Oh. And you are aware that her strength greatly exceeds that of your previous primal conquests, a testament to the fanatical devotion of her followers. The Ixal are nothing if not zealous. In spite of your past achievements, I labor to believe that you will best this foe. Thank you. Yet only a fool would underestimate the great bringer of light, slayer of Ifrit, bane of Titan. If any mortal is capable of defeating the Lady of the Vortex, it is you. Win or lose, the battle should at least make for an entertaining spectacle, assuming, of course, you live that long. You bitch. I will say that it's extremely hard to play this game solo, especially where healer tank. When I play this game solo, I typically play tank. But then I have people come in and are like, do you want help? I'm like, sure. Confound it all. I love when they say that. Damn Ashians. Always ruining shit. Their ugly ass robes. I just can't take this girl seriously. Let us see how well your blasphemous gifts serve you this time, Crystal Bearer. Sure, Jane. It's a dragon! Absolute cinema. Boop. Okay, I'm here. Thank you for waiting. Oh, she just run over there. Okay. Let's go! Yeah, let's go. I think another great advantage of playing a ranged DPS is that I can just run around as much as I want to, because I have severe ADHD and that's kind of my personality, is just to kind of move as much as possible. Hopefully I get to move as much as possible. Until we're in a dungeon where I can't. Go over here. I like her just casting regen on everybody. I remember when I started playing this game, I tried to main Dragoon and do I think Luna was trying to do like Bard or something, and we tried to do the dungeon queues. Ah, fuck. We tried to do the dungeon queues and absolutely failed at them because we would be like, 30-minute wait time? What's that about? Not knowing that this game had a very, like, difficult Asuna. Shit. Heal yourself first, sweetie. Oh my gosh. This healer's scaring me a little bit. I mean, I died because I was talking and not paying attention, but oh my gosh. Just talking about shafts. I forgot that's a title or achievement. Not the ad break. That's okay, we should be done in time for the ad break. So yeah, there's gonna be an ad break in about 5 minutes, but we'll do the cutscene and we'll go on ad break and then we'll do our thing. Alright, let's see what we got. A bow. Need a 10. I rolled a 10 and then she left like so fast. I think maybe she was just doing her roulettes. Alright, so honestly, that healer, I'm pretty sure it was like her first time healing in this dungeon or maybe at all. You know, healing is not easy, but yeah, it was stressing me out a little bit when I saw how her healing was going. So I'm kind of feeling like I should wait for the ads to come in and then go into the cutscene, because I have a feeling there's going to be a long cutscene or a cutscene that's just a bit over time because we only got 3 minutes to go. So, yeah, that wasn't so bad. Thank you so much, Pisces, for coming in and helping with the dungeon and doing tanking. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Elsie, for coming in and helping as well. Yeah, I remember it being kind of a long cutscene as well, so I'm like, I should hold off. So I'm just gonna kind of hold off for now. Thank you both for your help and your support as always. Much love to you. You love tanking? How are you enjoying Gunbreaker? How is it compared to Unga Boonga? You're right, it is a little weird. It is a little weird. Gross. I just discovered that I accidentally crushed a bug while I was doing stuff. I just want to swing axe. Unga Boonga, swing axe. Look at you, Manderville mamboing in front of me. I can't do it yet. Soon, though. Soon. I'll be done with ARR and I'll be able to start the Manderville questline. Actually, won't be that soon. I think the Manderville Mambo is like Shadowbringers. But Shadowbringers, my beloved, it'll be worth it when I get there. Now until I turn to Manderville on your stream. Hell yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and start our ad break early. Thank you both for coming in. I will start the next cutscene when we get back. I'm gonna go wash up, take some time to stretch, rehydrate, and we'll come back and we'll do a cutscene. It'll be great. So if you're watching this on a YouTube VOD, you got about 4 or 5 minutes skip. I should really start putting the timestamps in, but I'm lazy. And anyways, I'll be back. Hydrate, rest. Take care of yourself. We are not back yet. That's okay. Because we got 30 seconds. That's reminding me of that audio. Don't you know you have 30 minutes? 5 minutes have... Shut up. Whatever it said. 5 minutes. It said 5 minutes. Okay. 5 minutes have elapsed since your last activity. If you're inactive for 10 minutes, you'll be expelled. Shut up. Okay. Got 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Welcome back from your ads. I hope you all had amazing ads. Thank you so much for waiting for me to get back. I see that Elsie says their laptop froze, so she'll come back when she's ready. But I'm gonna go ahead and start that cutscene. How's everyone's day going? How are your ads? How's it? How are ya? How's it going? Okay. So we're gonna get started on this cutscene. I remember it being kind of a lengthy one, and I don't remember if it was voiced or not. But I did make the great choice of switching my voices out from Japanese to English. So I will suffer through A Realm Reborn English voice acting for you all. And I say suffering because it's not that it was bad necessarily, but it was definitely like we didn't have the funding to pay like big name voice actors. That's okay. And it's not the voice actor's fault. It's definitely the direction, the lack of direction. But we won't go into that too much. I don't want to be too critical, but let's go ahead and get started on that cutscene. Whatever it is. And thank you again, Pisces and Elthie, for helping me with that dungeon. It was going to be a nightmare. This is a perfect... Oh, thank you so much for subscribing for 14 months. Holy crap, that's a long time. Thank you. Over a year. Thank you so much. Oh. The crystal. Oh my gosh. It's so unserious. With the Dragon Quest headpiece. The slime that, yeah, exactly. It's like your Moogle slippers. His little face just... Wind up. Wind up. Are you alright? Speak to me. Woof. His little butthole game. 12 be praised. I feared the beast had injured you. I see now why the others rated you so highly. When you were caught in the midst of that etheric bubble with the dragon, I was all but certain my next mission would be to find a new champion. Thanks, I guess. Thank the gods for sparing me that inconvenience. I have quite enough to do already. Which reminds me, Sid is working on the Enterprise as we speak. Let us go and see what he has to say. It would have really inconvenienced me if you died, so thank you for not dying. You're welcome. Oh, ye of little faith, Elfino. What say you, Sid? Will she fly? Yes, that will not be a pleasant ride. Hi, thank you. You're fine. Is your laptop okay? Well, I dare say it will be no more unpleasant than staying here. 'Tis a pity the Enterprise is not in a better state, but if she will allow us to quit this place, I shall not complain. If all are in agreement, let us return to Gridania. Though I would like nothing more than to set course for the Howling Eye, it is plain the Enterprise is in no condition to weather the storm. She must needs be repaired if we are to proceed with our mission. That is true. That is true. The slime hat's just really, really kicking it up a notch for me. This is all so familiar. I know this airship. If I could just... Laptop was like, how dare you want to share the one... Bah, it's no use. Unfortunately, I'm already starting to get hungry. Let's go. It's okay, I have food already. I'm so ready for my lunch. Whenever that is. Please do. I love mozzarella. Especially if it's fried. Oh my god, is this Gridania? I would have laughed really hard if we had, like, someone whose alt looks like Sid just standing here. Alphino! Now I have how I have longed for more agreeable climate of the Twelves Wood. Yet I will not deny the Holy See had its charms. Endless detours aside, our Ishgardian jaunt proved quite an adventure. Alas, our work is far from done. We still have an airship to repair and a primal to slay. No rest for the heroic, eh? I can't stand his pompous ass. Amazing jiggle physics. I love me some jizzle? Jiggle physics. That was a really unfortunate slip up. Anyways, Sid, into the eye of the storm. Sid appears to be deep in thought. Jizzle. They have the technology. They can add that to the butt slap. Jizzle physics. We're just gonna add that to the oopsies list. Sid, are we having flashbacks? Yeah. It calms me to look at her. It's as though I've been reunited with a part of me I never knew was missing. Hardly surprising, you did design and build her. Alpha, now shut the fuck up. Shut up, little bro. No one was asking you. Also, what the hell are you wearing? Those pants don't look comfortable. I bear good news. The Seed Seers have granted our request to house the Enterprise. We may take as long as we require to repair her. Of course, it would be rank folly to take one moment more than we require. Garuda, lest we forget, grows stronger by the hour. If we are to have any hope of wresting this benighted realm from her talons, it must needs be soon. I'm gonna take long as fuck now that he said that. Though I am no expert on the workings of airships, it seems plain to me that the Enterprise suffered much from her time in the wilderness. Am I not correct, Sid? I forgot how annoying he was. You are. Frankly, it's a miracle she carried us this far. I mean, I'm sure it's not that, like, he's pompous in a bad way. It's you know, he's a kid. He's gonna, especially at his age, he's gonna say some pretty arrogant and ignorant things. I get it. But, holy crap. As you know, the Howling Eye is encircled by a raging tempest, apt to turn proud trees to matchwood. Our battle will end before it begins if the Enterprise cannot weather the storm. You don't say. Given time, I believe I can fully repair her. He's lovingly a little shit. That's all I have to say. But if this tempest is as fearsome as you say, even that may not be enough. Confound it. There must be a way. A way to brave the fury of the elements. The elements, but of course, that's it. We work upon the element itself. Using the power of a corrupted crystal, we could clear a path through the storm and spare the Enterprise a battering. Can't believe I said jizzle physics. I see. You propose to utilize the properties of a crystal to alter the elemental aspect of the barrier. It seems so childishly simple in retrospect. Though mayhap not to you, wind up. We speak of the manifestations of over-aspected ether that can be found throughout yours. Is he calling me stupid? Since the calamity disrupted the land's etheric currents, such crystals have become comparatively commonplace, which has been a cause of great woe, as they are known to warp etheric energies, including those of living organisms. Thank you. You aren't a real streamer if you don't accidentally say something absolutely uninteresting. I mean, I've done it on my streams. I've done it on other people's streams. I'm just kind of a mess. I still, from time to time, think of what I did in Denmo's stream, and I'm just like, oops. The point is, we could theoretically use a corrupted crystal to convert the wind aspect ether, comprising Garuda's barrier, into ether of another aspect, one she cannot control. Or don't talk because it'll scare the fish. With certain modifications, the Enterprise should be able to deliver us to the Howling Eye in comfort, however hard Garuda blows. Speaking of fish, we just got a new emote today. Thanks to Luna's hype train. We got another little fishy. We got a little fishy. Got a little fishy. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. All of this rests upon our ability to procure a crystal with the necessary properties. Have you any idea where we might acquire one? No, but I know a man who might. A scholar by the name of Lamberton, who resides in Camp Drybone. Not that place. Strange as it may sound, I met him during my time at the church. Well, Marquise met him, I suppose. Whether out of pity or for want of a more willing listener, he would talk to me for hours at a time about his etheric studies, corrupted crystals being his pet subject. It was a result of these conversations that poor Marquise was observed to possess an uncommon knack for a theoretical science. Wind up, I need you to return to Thanalan and seek out this scholar. Sid and I will set about repairing the Enterprise in your absence. Please don't annoy Sid too much. Speak with the man. Okay, what class should I be in for this? I suppose it doesn't really matter what class I am for it, but I kind of want to stick to Bard because of the outfit, so we're gonna stick to Bard. We're gonna go ahead and just teleport. Immersion. Not in here. One of the best parts about Camp Drybone is not knowing where the hell you're going, because the map tells you it's here, but also it has layers, so you kind of have to figure out where that is. Okay, it is down. Okay, it's down somewhere. Is it here? Oop. Yeah, I think that was my least favorite part of doing quests over here, because was any of that necessary? You know, they quite literally give you the runaround. There you are. Another lesson. Why, yes, I am Professor Laberton. Beg pardon, you wish to hear about my research on corrupted crystals? Truly. Well, nothing would give me greater pleasure than to discuss my work with a fellow woman of science. I see you're a woman of silence yourself. Silence? Science? Silence. Always say the fucked up thing. Sealed with science. Professor Laberton is about to show you something you'll never forget. I'm scared. So rare it is to find fellow intellectuals in this region. Is he calling everyone stupid? Woman of Silas? Hell yeah. 'Tis even rarer to find one capable of comprehending the nature of corrupted crystals. I wish that'd be another quality of life thing they would address from the AR questline, like making- yes. Come to think of it, there was another. A hermit to whom the witch... I think they... You know what? They have talked about, like, a quest line that shows you, like sparkles. I think they talked about that at FanFest. Like, it sparkles towards where things are. So they might be doing something akin to that. So if your quest is, like, lower or above, it'll show you, like, the way going down the stairs. Come to think of it, there was another. A hermit to whom the church had given sanctuary. Curious fellow, unsociable, rather daft at first impression, yet possessed of an amazing affinity towards the scientific pursuits. Yeah, the Trail of Sparkles. They talked about something like that at FanFest, and there are games that have things like that already. Like, a lot of games that have that already. I also get lost super easily. Disney's Dreamlight Valley. I've been wanting to play that, but I'm not sure I want to spend the money on it. But to the matter at hand, did you say you wish not to conduct field observations, but to harvest a corrupted crystal? Egads, woman, I love when people say egads. At least take the necessary precautions so that you do not suffer from exposure to its harmful energies. I'm beginning to wonder if you've sufficient qualifications to handle such hazardous materials. Still, your ignorance is somehow endearing. Luckily for you, I've precisely the means by which these inherent dangers may be averted. Simply store the crystal you seek within this warded pot to protect yourself from its deleterious effects, though I suppose you'll be bombarded with its energies until you place it within the vessel. Like, if you don't want to do it for MSQ quests, like, when you get into a city with all this... Yeah. There might be settings for it. There might be like, oh, when you're specifically in a crowded area, or if the quest line seems difficult, it'll give like hints or something, or some sort of like there's different like layers to how much you can see when your party is doing attacks, like the different animations you can turn off, the layers of which how much you can turn off. So maybe it'll be like that. Perhaps it shall motivate you to work quickly. In any case, take the pot to Hahasako, a student of mine monitoring the flow of ether at Highbridge. Explain to him your quest, and he shall instruct you in the finer points of crystal harvesting. Okay. A guide Moogle to gently usher me. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Ugh, I want waffles now. I haven't had a good waffle in a long time. I miss the Disney waffles, honestly. But Disney's just so expensive, bro. Hot breakfast foods are the best. Exactly. My favorite kind of breakfast is actually a Japanese breakfast, to be honest with you, because there's fish and there's soup, like a little bit of soup. You don't have the time to... Yeah. I like going to Disney because it's not something I got to do much as a kid. Or at all, really. So it was nice to go every once in a while, but I haven't really been back. This year we went to Universal Studios, which was nice too. But the Fast and Furious ride wasn't open yet, so we were a little disappointed because we really wanted to try it. I mean, I'm not a big roller coaster person, but I would have given it a shot. Haha, Sako. Is that Thancred hair? How many times must I be made to explain myself? I am not contemplating suicide, you imbecile. I have chosen this precise position to perform scientific measurements. Okay, man, slow down. I went once and was overwhelmed. It's like, never again. Dude, I haven't been to Animal Kingdom. It opened after I stopped going, and then I moved to California that does not have an Animal Kingdom. But we do have the Cars ride, so I'm okay with that. What have we here? A containment vessel? Why, this is the handiwork of Professor Lamberton. You thieving knave, I shall call for the... Oh, you say the man himself lent it to you. Then you must have sought me out per his instruction, which means he believes me experienced enough to expound upon his explanations. At last, the recognition I so rightfully deserve. Okay, buddy, you need to chill a little bit. Sure. And it is overwhelming, and it is really loud. Last time I went, I took a little gummy, and it was better, but, you know, to each their own. With the utmost care, Sako is trying very hard to contain his excitement, and is failing. Epcot is amazing. Epcot is almost good enough to go Disney World from wherever you are in the world. The problem is that a lot of the other lands for Disney World don't live up to the hype, and they've made a lot of changes to make it hard to get between lands now. I went to Epcot when I was younger, and I've heard that since then, the food has changed. It's not as good, but I don't know because I haven't been yet. Oh, Frabjus Day, Kalu Kalay. What the hell is he saying? That I should be chosen to guide this woman. Yes, I, Hahasako, greatest of Professor Lamberton's pupils, shall see that you successfully query your query. I can't talk today. Your timing is impeccable, in fact, for I was just preparing to procure corrupted crystals from the burning wall for my personal research. There, the devastating destruction caused by the calamity has blessed us with a bounty of sublime specimens. But something tells me that naught but a perfect peace will satisfy your high standards, in which case you must needs descend to the deepest depths. Amidst the flowing waters and the murderous Mirrorites lies the most fantastic formation I have found thus far. Take this highly advanced researcher's tool and use it to separate a small fragment from the large cluster. Place it within the warded pot and bear it back to me for inspection. The path which leads from Burgundy Falls to the base of the burning wall is treacherous and terrifying, but advance with appropriate caution and you shall surely survive. I can't talk today. Ba-da-da. Okay, we're gonna mount up because I'm not walking all that way. Girl, let me jump. I'm tiny. I'm tiny. Let me live. So you guys got plans this week? What plans you got going on? Besides survival. Cause same. That's what I got going on. I got survival plans. Furballs! I love furballs. Floating stone. I love Rogadins. They have some interesting names. Taco soup? Sounds amazing. You don't plan, so it just happens. Yeah, that makes sense. Natural instincts. The natural instincts of survival. We must all survive. No conscious effort needed on my part. I mean, I guess that's good. You just naturally do. I don't think I'm going the right way, but I have no full way of knowing that, so... And I can't jump down, apparently. Oh, wait. Wait. Did I miss... So, I'll be honest with you, I don't go down here very much. In fact, I don't think there's any other time in the story or otherwise that you are required to come down here. Except for this. Which to me is insane. Partner's dad's birthday? Oh my gosh, happy birthday to him. I love a birthday. Birthdays are awesome. Golfing. Golf is fun. I was about to leave this area not realizing that I still hadn't gathered the fucking crystal, so it's actually really good that I said I stopped and was helping this person. What a birthday! I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like, when I was younger, I wanted birthday parties, and I still kind of like the idea of, like, doing something for my birthday, especially with loved ones. But there's nothing wrong with wanting to just not do anything for your birthday, and just, like, do your own thing, and, like, be left alone a little bit. I misread that as Goofy and was about to say, I wanted those dads. Hello. Oh my gosh. Am I getting a ride up? Thank you. I'm so small. It's so good. I love that. Thank you. Thank you. That ride back up is atrocious. Oh, I should probably tell you where we're headed. Um, shit. There we go. I'm good at, I said it. I'm good at the directions. Oh yeah, Quiet Day is great. My stomach is about to start growling soon. There it goes. It's like that chimichanga was not enough for you, girl. Go eat something else. It's okay, I have something to eat, don't worry. I have plenty of things to eat. I'm just gonna wait till... He's like... yeah, he's down there. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. I see you've come galumphing back. Have you the crystal then? Yeah, guide Moogle. Hell yeah. What a prodigiously large and lovely crystal. Did I just skip everything he was saying? I'm so sorry about that. Professor Lamberton will doubtlessly chortle with joy when you present it to him in person. Oh, and upon your return, do remember to recount how I helped you with harvesting. Sure, Jan. I must now return to Camp Drybone. Thank you. I love a ride. Alright, I need to tell you where to go. Hee. I mean, I just need to go back to Camp Drybone, but... Thank you, Pisces! Never turn down a ride. The first thing I do on any official experience is unlock flying. Yeah, same. Stomach. Stomach. Chill. I will feed you soon. Yeah, I'm gonna be so for real with you. Like, every time I hear that good King Mog, I think it's Nightmare Before Christmas. Every single time. My keen scholar's sense tells me that you've obtained a corrupted crystal. Am I right? Yes. If you would grant me a moment to examine the crystal. Ah, it is as you desired. A corrupted crystal overflowing with a wind-aspected ether. Remind me, for what purpose did you intend to use this crystal again? What? To breach a barrier comprised of wind-aspected ether? Oh dear, that may prove problematic, as this crystal would only serve to strengthen the barrier. I suppose I am at fault for not inquiring as to your objectives from the start. Had I known your intent, I would have never sent you to Hasako. Thanks for wasting both our times. But what is science if not trial and error? And can you truly say that this failure has taught you nothing? Think, woman. You now understand the methods necessary to safely collect a corrupted crystal. You will doubtless have no difficulty doing so once more. What's more, the crystal you collected can serve as an invaluable resource of the ethereal studies conducted by the students of Baldizion. Students of Baldizion mention... We can always say that. Students of Baldizion mention... You've heard of them? Well, I don't mean to boast, but I have a professional relationship with the organization. Not as equals, of course, but I would never be so bold as to claim that level of expertise. Leave this dude and talk to... Yeah. Are you alright? Your eyes seem to have glazed over for a moment. Anyway, I shan't keep you from your task. You've still a corrupted crystal to find. He wasted all of my time, and I should have been talking to Cryle. And I still have to talk to this guy? This person's minion just was like... Lap time. A promising prospect. Professor Lamberton knows where you might find the crystal you speak. Corrupted crystals of sufficient size and strength, you say, are not all that common, I fear. Fortunately, one of my other students, Sienna, claims to have discovered another promising site in eastern Lenosia. Wait, that's not correct. Eastern Lenosia was where she was nearly killed when wandering too close to Imperial Castrum. Haha, now that made for an amusing anecdote. I can't stand this guy. It was western. I thought you said west. Lanasia, Faros Sirius, on the Isles of Umbria, to be precise. I can't recall her exact reasoning, something to do with one of Dalamud's talons or something, or some such nonsense. What can I say for certain is that she is still in Aleport, attempting to gain access to the Isles. I can't stand this guy. Why not travel there and see if Sienna's inquiries bear fruit? If you can look past the crass and violent ways of the local pirates, you might find your time there to be quite pleasurable. Oh, and do not forget to take your makeshift boarded pot, lest you think you unprepared for the task. This guy's messing up my speech. That's why I'm upset. He's messing up my speech. I do have Aleport unlocked. Thank fuck for that. I need to get more tickets. Bro, this dude's beef with Lemsa is sending me. Where is this? I'm gonna PvP him. Just axes. But, you know, I appreciate games that don't let you kill the NPCs, but I kind of like it when, you're playing an MMO or something, and there's, like, a fate and it kills an NPC you were supposed to talk to. I don't know why that's always funny to me. Am I supposed to go up? Oh my god. Somebody's gonna play the new Fable when it comes out. Hell yeah. Oh, hey, what's up? Eh? Corrupted crystals? Madam, I have no interest in being the butt of your jokes, so if you've no other reason for addressing me, kindly leave me be. I give you some pot, will that make you happy? Well, I'll be damned. Professor Laberton did send you. Beg your pardon, it seems we got off on the wrong foot. It's always like that, man. I'm Sienna, greatest of the professor's pupils, which is doubtless why he bid you seek me out. That's what the other kids said. Indeed, I am an accomplished scholar with an extensive background in... Yawn. Go gods, just listen to me prattle on and on. I must have given this introduction a dozen times by now. Oh, that's funny. I'll get some money. Okay. Sienna's frustrated with the progress of her research. It's probably not pirates. As I told the professor in many missives, I believe that the area surrounding Faros Sirius is replete with corrupted crystals of exceptional strength. Unfortunately, I have yet to test my hypothesis, as all access to the Isles of Umbra is prohibited at present for reasons unknown to me. You see, my attempts to acquire this information are often met with annoyance and disdain. It's rather puzzling, since I always take the time to explain my motivations in great detail to the subjects of my questioning. So what you're saying is, nobody wants to talk to you because apparently you're doing everything right, right? Sure, Jan. Perhaps you'll have better luck wresting information from these yellow jackets. I've all but given up at this point. She's boring them to tears. Probably. It's probably that, or it's something along the lines... It's something along the lines of, like... What does this have to do with me? Kind of thing. I dropped down even though I wasn't done. Oh my god, am I just... Anyways. Ah, you startled me. Don't you know better than to sneak up on a person at a time like this? What with all this fatuous gossip of spirits and specters haunting the Isles of Umbra? Fatuous? Just because I know it's nonsense doesn't make it any less frightening. I said fatuous, not fatuous, but I don't know what fatuous... I don't know if I'm saying that word. I think it ends up being more of this lady again type situation. Like, yeah, we get you're trying to research the island, but where's some... There's some shit going... Yeah, it's interesting to me because I don't think people sometimes understand, like, what I was saying with Alphino earlier. I don't think he really understands how he's coming off and how he might need to talk to people a little bit differently or show information a little bit differently. You're keen on traveling to the Isles of Umbra? Bloody hells, lass, are you drunk or just crazy? Ain't nothing there but death, death, and more death. Alright. He's full of whimsy, that guy. Early Alpha Notes, yeah, and also like his voice in A Realm Reborn was kind of crazy. We talk about it a lot, but I play it normally in Japanese voices, so I didn't know there was like a difference. But yeah, I played it again in English. Like I played the difference, and I was like, holy crap. The Isles of Umbra? What interest have you in that god-forsaken place? Ever since we were forced to abandon Faro's Sirius, the Isles have become not more than a graveyard for ships unable to navigate the shores, and a purgatory for the souls dragged down to the depths with them. So what you're saying is, I should go in there guns blazing. Look what they did to my boy. Pretty much. I remember the first time I heard A Realm Reborn Alphino, and I just, like, I kind of, my GBs were heebie, to say the least. Like, it was, I am so thankful for Colin Ryan. I don't think the other guy was doing a bad job. I think that he was doing his best, all things considered, but I just don't think that voice really fit Alphino. That's just my honest opinion about that. You can have your own opinion. Everybody can have their own opinion. Sienna? Ah, Wind Up, you've returned. Tell me of your findings. Really? Infested with the undead, you say? That is a very, very interesting development. Excuse me for a moment while I gather my thoughts. Are you good? Representing the representative. Sienna seems to have regained her composure. Worry not, my friend. I've given your findings some thought, and I've concluded that this talk of spirits is not more than local folklore. As for why all travel to the Isles of Umbra is restricted, well, mayhap it's considered too dangerous owing to the abandonment of Faro's Sirius. Well, yes, well, anyway, while you were questioning those yellow jackets, I paid a visit to the local pub. You did not. You were still there. I understand that we have lore to explain, but your NPC model was still here, and I know that. Since even an esteemed scholar like myself enjoys dulling her wits on occasion, so you got drunk, is what I'm hearing. All these quests need to be consolidated for. Yeah. It was there that I heard tell of a man named Skyfern, who was recently detained after returning from, wait for it, the Isles of Umbra. Never would have guessed. This is the first time I've heard of someone actually traveling to and from there, so I'm curious as to how he obtained permission. Mind having a chat with him in my stead? He was arrested after all, so I'm somewhat reticent to approach him myself. So you're scared, is what you're saying. You don't want to talk to him because you're scared of a man who's been arrested. At least he had the balls to go, okay? We'll get you on the ship. This is your Titanic moment. Whee! I have to go back. She calls to me. Sings to me. Ugh. Tell Mimodia I'm sorry. Give him this. He was right. Mimidoa, not Mimodia. Or could you release me? Yes. Yes, release me. I will go and tell her. Let me go to her. He's crazy for that Siren Punani that he has not had yet. I like the world building they did in ARR, but I think it gets a bit bogged down at times. The people who skip are going to skip regardless of the world building. I think the world building is just as effective without a 30 quest chain that has you running around a stage 20 plus times. Yeah. It does make breezing through the quest lines a lot easier later on because you don't really realize how fast you're getting through the expansions until after you've gotten through Realm Reborn. Realm Reborn helps you understand where you are in the games mentally. So, like, you're preparing for something that never really actually happened. So, it just makes it more of a breeze. That I get. That I understand. It's laying a foundation that, like, to me, it's like when my dad would explain to me that if you learn to drive stick, it's harder, yes, but when you don't learn stick first, it's not that it's the same mindset. It's just the understanding that you've built a foundation where you've made it harder for yourself, you made it more difficult for yourself, is that everything seems easier. And I understand it from that route, but it's also like you don't have to make it harder for yourself to enjoy a game. You don't have to like feel like you've climbed an uphill battle. It's a game. You don't have to like stress yourself out. So people who buy A Realm Reborn skips, I understand them. I did, because I've already played A Realm Reborn a dozen times. I don't need to do it like 30 more times. I'm doing it on this alt for the story, for the, like, revisiting of the story. There's just a lot of repetitive stuff, like that quest, for example. The NPC could have went for a drink in the pub while you were talking to NPC instead of the quest ending, a bunch of extra dialogue boxes, etc. I think they cleaned it up a little bit better for Dawntrail for sure, but yeah, they definitely need to clean it up a bit better for this. What did Skyfern say? What did Skyfern have to say? That's not terribly helpful. I couldn't care less how much he misses his favorite bar wench. What was that about a man named Mimidoa? Wait, I know that name. That's that bastard who grabbed my ass the other day at the pub. Grabbed my arse the other day. Well, if you want to give him that feather, be my guest. I'm not going anywhere near him and his wandering hands. Right, yeah. We can go to the pub with her. What the hell? I want to go to the pub. When's the last time I've been to a pub? Never. I also don't like drinking that much, so. How did I know it would be a Lalafell? Another initiate, are you? No? Then what are you? Speak up, Missy. I can't hear you. Here's a feather. Stick it in your butt. Eh? Bugger me. Is this what I think it is? Nah, couldn't be. You found this, you say? Where'd you say you found it? Skyvern, you say? Was hoping to have a word with the lad, but it sounds like there's not left twixt his ears. So he called him stupid. Shh. I'll feed you soon. He was supposed to help patch up Pharaoh's Sirius, he was. Company sent me to supervise a lot of them. Weren't getting work done with their own, on their own, see? Half of them walked off, half of them ran off, half of them ended up vanished. So basically, 3 halves of the group. Okay. Because that makes sense. They were... I think math was not his strong suit growing up. What's that? You been looking for passage to the Isles of Umbra? Why didn't you say so? I've been thinking of dispatching someone to take a look on behalf of Mimidoa. Tell him how the land lies. Ain't nobody been interested until you came a-calling. Whole port's up in arms about spirits and so forth. If I had the gill, I'd hire some sellswords and let 'em sort it out. But you'll do in a pinch, you will. Show this parchment to the skipper and he'll see you there and back. Okay, well, that would be great. I would love that. Except, I'm not sure that my stomach will let me, because it's gonna just get louder, and we're pretty much gonna have to wrap things up in a few anyway. So here's the plan. I'm gonna be stopping here for MSQ because it's about that time anyway. Yeah. So that was Final Fantasy XIV Online. It's now with a free trial up to the award-winning Shadowbringers. Something expanded free trial, something no restriction on playtime. Replenish your ether. I will. Before we go, I will just go ahead and pop some links in. If you're looking to book a reading with me, my readings are open. They've been open for a while. They will remain open for however long they are until they are not. However, we do also have a Discord if you're interested in non-reading things as well. That's a good place to know when I'm streaming. It will give you an alert, and you also have access to all of my crow emotes, and I think crow emotes are good. I like a crow emote. I don't know about you, but I love me some crow emotes, especially since they have the yelling ones. Honestly, I resonate with Zero because there's some gender shit going on there. So yeah, so Discord, Ko-fi, and this VOD will be up on the YouTube later today, where I'm also uploading one deck, one readings, where I go through all of my tarot decks and do general messages. Sometimes they kind of bleed together because the consistency of what's going on in the collective tends to be consistent throughout the months and everything. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you so much to Luna for the 3 gifted subs for their mount. Hopefully your mount is enjoyed and you can redeem it with ease. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you to Pisces and Elsie for helping with the dungeon. I really, really appreciate that. And of course, for joining for the carnage. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you all tomorrow for some messages and some Warframe. I will see you all then. Take care and have a good rest of your weekend. Bye bye.